The depths of our planet are home to a fascinating diversity of cave systems, from ancient mines to lonely caverns with billions of years of history. Inside, objects and living beings have remained hidden and forgotten for centuries, decomposing in darkness and silence. In this exploration, we will delve into some of the most intriguing discoveries unearthed in these mysterious caverns, including one that has remained sealed for millions of years. Number 1. Have you ever wondered what could be hidden inside a cave closed for 5 million years, completely isolated from the outside world? Dinosaurs, prehistoric insects, or maybe even extraterrestrial life? Nobody had the answer until Dr. Cristian Lascu, in Romania, managed to open the door to a cave that had remained unexplored for 5,500 million years. Moval Cave in Romania has remained isolated from the outside world for millions of years. A limestone rock blocked the cave entrance at the same period when our prehistoric ancestors were beginning to evolve into humans. When scientists finally opened it in the 21st century, they discovered that the inhabitants of Moval Cave are truly unique. This cave in Romania has been sealed for millions of years, creating unique conditions inside. Although toxic and oppressive, researchers consider it a treasure. Fewer than 100 people have entered the cave since its discovery in 1986. It is protected by limestone shafts and tunnels, and can currently only be accessed with special permission. The air inside has low oxygen content and high levels of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. There is no sunlight and the temperature is 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The smell of rotten eggs indicates the presence of hydrogen sulfide, which is extremely lethal. The cave has allowed extraordinary life to flourish, including chemosynthetic bacteria that could help tackle greenhouse gases. Most of the cave's inhabitants are blind and color blind. They don't need sight or beauty in complete darkness. They are thin, with long legs and antennas to orient themselves in the dark. The presence of chemosynthetic microbes makes them look like aliens. Instead of photosynthesis, they obtain energy and carbon through chemical reactions, such as the oxidation of sulfur or ammonium. It is not known how the animals got to the cave or how they became trapped there. There are 48 different species, including spiders, scorpions, and centipedes. Surprisingly, 33 of them are unique to this cave and are not found anywhere else on Earth. They have been there longer than humans have existed, but their discovery was delayed due to isolation in the closed cave. Most of the creatures in the cave are blind and lack pigmentation. They have developed antennae and long limbs to move without relying on sight. They are unlike anything we have seen before in an environment without sunlight. The evolution in this place seems strange. The area has a unique ecosystem that takes advantage of the dangerous gases in the cave. Some species can thrive on these gases, although we cannot survive on them. Bacteria perform chemosynthesis, converting harmful gases into food. This chemical process provides energy and food to these bacteria, similar to photosynthesis in plants. Smaller organisms feed on bacteria and are then consumed by larger animals, such as scorpions and spiders. In turn, worms, shrimp, and other small creatures feed on the bacteria. This self-sustaining life cycle allows everything in the cave to live and thrive. Moval Cave is a unique environment on dry land, similar to environments found in the deep ocean near hydrothermal vents. Researchers have had access to this cave for many years and hope to obtain new data on evolution. Although experts still don't understand how the animals got to the cave, some bacteria are thought to have been there for much longer than 5 million years, while other animals may have fallen in accidentally before the cave was sealed. These animals have adapted to survive with the limited resources available. More than 50 species have been discovered in the cave, including poisonous and predatory insects such as the centipede. Although scientists have known about the cave for a long time, much remains to be discovered, and the new finds are expected to offer valuable insights into evolution and life itself. Number 2. Crystal Cave. The following discovery seems taken straight from the pages of a fantasy novel, but the Crystal Cave is very real. In 2000, miners were searching for new deposits of fresh mineral when they came across huge milky white crystals inside a cave located under a mountain in Nica, Mexico. The glass was as big as telephone poles and was shooting in different directions. The surprising thing is that these crystal pillars are more than 500,000 years old. Scientists aren't sure how these wonders came to be, but they conclude that this is how it happened. Magma seeped into the earth when it formed millions of years ago. Since its discovery, the underground chamber has attracted scientists from around the world, seducing them both with its rare beauty and its scientific mystery. Number 3. Oktyabrskaya Cave is a cave located in the Crimea region of Ukraine. It is known to be one of the largest marble caves in the world, and is part of the Crimean Marble Cave System. The cave was discovered in 1966 by cavers, and has since become a popular destination for tourists and cavers. Oktyabrskaya Cave is notable for its natural beauty, with a wide variety of stalactite and stalagmite formations, columns, and other impressive rock structures. Some of the formations are extremely delicate and are composed of calcite crystals, giving the cave a bright and colorful appearance. Visitors can explore different galleries of the cave, which include chambers of various sizes and passageways filled with unusual rock formations. Trails and walkways have been installed to facilitate access for tourists, and guides are available to offer information about the cave and its geological history. Oktyabrskaya Cave is an important research site for geologists and speleologists, who study the rock formations and geological processes that shaped the cave. Furthermore, the cave is an example of the region's rich underground biodiversity, as it is home to unique fauna species adapted to life in the dark. Number 4. Lascaux Cave. Nestled in the picturesque landscapes of southwestern France is the extraordinary Lascaux Cave, famous for its captivating Paleolithic cave paintings. Discovered by 4 teenagers on September 12, 1940, the walls of the cave house almost 2,000 figures of animals, humans, and abstract signs. The collection includes deer, cows, bison, cats, a bird, a rhinoceros, and a bear, all engraved with great detail and artistic finesse. These paintings offer a vivid image of the ancient world and the sacred act of painting. In 1948, the cave was opened to the public, but the daily influx threatened the delicate paintings. In 1963, it was decided to close Lascaux to preserve its valuable heritage. 2 decades later, an exact replica called Lascaux II emerged, offering visitors the chance to experience the magic of the cave without endangering the original works of art. The Lascaux paintings feature prominently in art history, and one particularly striking work, known as the Crossed Bison, shows the painter's extraordinary skill in capturing realism and using perspective. Despite these preservation efforts, the Lascaux Cave still faces new threats, such as the growth of mold, fungi, and bacteria that can damage the paintings and erase their timeless beauty. Number 5. Israeli scientists discovered an ancient ecosystem in an underground cave near the town of Ramleh. This cave, located 328 feet underground in a limestone quarry, has been protected from the outside world for millions of years. 8 previously unknown species were found there, including crustaceans and invertebrates that resemble scorpions and shrimp. The cave ecosystem is special and secluded, with passages stretching for approximately 1.5 miles. The discovery highlights our lack of knowledge about life on our planet and the importance of continued research. The creatures in the cave have been protected by a layer of chalk impervious to water and external nutrients. These species depend on a self-sufficient and independent ecosystem, in contrast to animals that depend on the photosynthetic food chain. Although there are other similar caves in Mexico and Romania, none are as remote as this Israeli cave. The Rising Star Cave System in South Africa has revealed discoveries that challenge our ideas about human evolution. Before the first signs of burial by modern humans, evidence was found that an ancient and mysterious human species buried their dead and left carvings on cave walls. This suggests that these behaviors were not exclusive to the more intelligent Homo sapiens and Neanderthals, as previously believed. In 2013, during excavations in the Rising Star Cave System in South Africa, the first fossils of Homo naledi were discovered. These caves are part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is considered the birthplace of humanity. In this region, researchers have found fossils of several species of early human ancestors, contributing to our understanding of the history of human evolution. Dr. Lee Berger, a paleoanthropologist and National Geographic explorer in residence, has led a team of explorers in investigating vast and dangerous cave systems. Their goal is to learn more about extinct hominins and early human ancestors. Recently, the team made a significant discovery: skeletons of adult and juvenile Homo naledi that were preserved in the fetal position in depressions in the cave floors. These burials date back at least 100,000 years before known burials of Homo sapiens. During exploration of the tombs in the cave, markings were found on the walls, including geometric designs and cross lines similar to hashtags. These marks are estimated to be between 241 and 335,000 years old, although more testing is required to confirm their exact age. Homo naledi has been found to have practiced intentional burials, used symbols, and engaged in meaning-related activities. These findings suggest that these early human ancestors were involved in sophisticated rituals associated with death, indicating that symbolic behaviors are not unique to humans and may not be novel. Homo naledi were characterized by having smaller heads, shorter statures, and a more robust build than humans, but they also walked upright and used their hands to manipulate objects. Numerous Homo naledi fossils have been discovered in the caves, including adults and newborns, providing information about their population. Furthermore, Homo naledi was observed to be very familiar with the cave system and used it extensively. The theory that this species intentionally deposited its dead in caves was controversial due to the size of its brain and has been widely discussed. In 2018, researchers discovered that Homo naledi deliberately buried their dead in oval holes in the cave. They found bodies rolled up in tombs carved into horizontal slopes, showing they were not transported accidentally. The bodies were completely covered in soil before decomposing, showing that they were buried as complete human entities. They also found carvings on the wall and a tool buried next to an adult Homo naledi. The walls of the cave had geometric engravings made in dolomite, a very resistant rock. There is no evidence that humans have been in the caves, suggesting that Homo naledi made the engravings. Additionally, Homo naledi used fire inside the caves, as evidenced by the soot, charcoal, and burned bones found in them. Homo naledi symbols and burials suggest significant behaviors, but researchers are unsure of their meaning or whether they served as a form of interspecies communication. Several species, including Homo naledi, Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, and Denisovans, engaged in behaviors previously thought to be unique to humans. This challenges our ideas about when hominins began using fire, creating meaning, and burying their dead. Researchers continue to study Homo naledi to learn more about its age, relationship to humans, and the possibility of finding DNA in bones found in caves. Number 6. Waitomo Caves, New Zealand. New Zealand is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and it is not surprising that one of the most mysterious caves is based here. The Waitomo Caves, located in the Waitomo region, whose curious name of Maori origin means water, white, and entrance, Tomo, is spectacular. When you look inside, it seems that we are surrounded by thousands of stars much closer than those in the sky. This cave has become a more than perfect home for thousands of fireflies, specifically the species known as Arachnicampa luminis. This type of fungus gnat glows brightly in its larval stage, creating a striking spectacle. Number 7. The Eyes of God Cave. Also known as Prohodna, it is an impressive cave located in northern Bulgaria, near the village of Karlakovo. This cave is known for its 2 huge holes in the ceiling, which allow natural light to enter and give the cave a unique look. These holes, which resemble eyes, have given rise to the name of the cave, since they seem to observe those who visit it. The cave has a length of approximately 262 meters and is one of the largest caves in Bulgaria. The eyes of the cave were formed by natural erosion and are located about 45 meters high from the cave floor. Visitors are often impressed by the beauty and majesty of the cave, which is also popular with caving and climbing lovers. In addition to its visually impressive appearance, the cave is also known for its acoustic characteristics, making it a popular venue for concerts and cultural events. The Eyes of God is one of the best-known natural wonders in Bulgaria and a tourist destination highly appreciated for its uniqueness and natural beauty. Number 8. The Terracotta Army. Discovered in 1974 by a farmer named Yan while drilling a well in Xi'an, China, it represents an astonishing collection of life-sized statues. Built during the reign of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, this army is a monument to the precision and centralized management of the Qin dynasty. Composed of thousands of unique human and animal figures, it reveals the emperor's ambition to have an immortal imperial guard to protect him in the afterlife. Despite their authenticity, the original weapons and armor were stolen shortly after their creation, leaving the statues vulnerable to time and looters. This impressive archaeological find highlights the designer's attention to detail and provides a unique insight into the military power and strategy of ancient China. Although the Terracotta Army is a marvel of imperial design, the exact location of Qin Shi Huang's tomb remains an unsolved mystery. The emperor's legacy encompasses unification and conflict, and the army offers a fascinating glimpse into Qin Shi Huang's funerary vision. Despite the loss of the original weapons, these statues intertwined with the mystery of the emperor remain an invaluable source of information about the ancient history of China and the mentality of its rulers. Number 9. The Catacombs of Paris. They are an extensive set of underground tunnels and ossuaries located under the streets of Paris, France. These catacombs were formed from ancient limestone quarries that were used for centuries to construct many of the city's most iconic buildings. In the 18th century, Paris cemeteries began to suffer from overcrowding, leading to a health crisis in the city. As a solution, it was decided to move human remains from several cemeteries to the underground tunnel system. In 1786, the catacombs were officially opened as an ossuary, and over the decades, millions of human remains were moved to the catacombs. The ossuary extends through some 300 kilometers of tunnel, although only a small part is open to the public. The accessible section features hallways lined with artistically arranged bones and skulls, creating a unique visual experience for visitors. Today, the Paris catacombs are a popular tourist attraction and a site of historical and cultural interest. Visitors can walk through the labyrinth of tunnels and discover the history behind this unique place. Although fascinating, the catacombs also have an air of mystery and solemnity due to the number of human remains they house. Number 10. Upton's Cave. Upton's Chamber Cave continues to baffle archaeologists because until now no one knows who built it. The cave, located in Massachusetts, is a 14-foot-long tunnel built into a hill that opens out from a forest, and its interior is quite spooky. The tunnel leads to a dark, igloo-like, vaulted underground chamber. What's interesting is that the entrance to the chamber aligns with the sun during the summer solstice, a surprising feature. Some experts believe that the cave was built by a local leather tanner in the 19th century. What is even more mysterious is the fact that more than 300 similar strange stone chambers have been found throughout New England. Archaeologists continue to debate about it. Some believe the caves were built by European settlers, while others believe they were built for ritual chambers by Native Americans of the time.